No, how could I? How could I be defeated? You didn't level grind enough, sir. I told you that before. I feel sorry for you. You must have wanted to break down that wall too, but you ended up becoming the wall yourself. The wall? Yeah, if you really had been trying to break down the wall, we could have worked together, Chris Jericho style. To be honest, I might have ended up like you too, being a pool expert and never being able to beat World 4 of SMB3. But there are two critical differences between us. Two critical differences? What are they? One is that I've got companions, friends. Meh. Shut up, Chuck. Nobody likes you. And the other is that I never quit like Vegastar. I see. Indeed, I saw no need for companions, only making use of those I found convenient. And I cannot truthfully deny that I turned away from reality when it did not proceed as I desired. Volsung, there's one more thing I want to tell you. You are a pool expert. If you hadn't been here, if you hadn't become an obstacle, a clear target to aim for, I don't know if I could have broken the wall down Chris Jericho style. It's certainly thanks to the golems you set loose that humans and Varuni are united now. If you hadn't been around, even I don't know how things would have turned out. Dean, you were able to destroy the wall because of me. Yeah, it's thanks to you I succeeded. Thanks to you being a pool expert your whole life. In fact, I bet you would have done it yourself if you'd had as clear a goal to aim for. Probably not. You probably still would have quit like Vegastar. Thank you, Dean. Your words are a comfort to me. I have spent far too long tormented by conflicting feelings. At last the time has come to be freed from that torment. No. Dean, you have truly won. He wins and such. Flawless victory, fatality, and all that. Ah! Victorious! There's a bunch of fart knockers out here. So it's all over, Avril. Or should I say, Johnny Appleseed. Yes, all has ended. And now all will begin. Your exploits have been broadcast around the globe. Now if I could have an official statement from you as Johnny Appleseed, I'm sure a lot of people will thumbs up the video I upload. Very well. As Johnny Appleseed, representative of the Varuni people, Human Representative Dean Stark, would you please join me? Me? Human representative? As if anyone else could qualify. Even Nightburn chose you as a successor. Yeah, go for it, human representative. Okay. Human Representative Dean Stark. As Varuni representative, I hereby cede to you my authority as Johnny Appleseed. Lead the combined people of Filgaia as the vanguard of a new era. You mean the undisputed era? Now it's your turn, Dean. And don't be a pool expert. I'm not really good at this kind of thing. But I do know that both humans and Varuni will have to work together to make our lives on Filgaia better. After all, it's easier to carry something with 2 people than 1, right? Maybe. So I think we ought to respect each other and help each other out, and not make fun of each other on the internet for quitting ROM hacks. And the first step to that is independence and acceptance. Humans and Varuni both. As the vanguard of the combined peoples of Filgaia, I hereby declare today Filgaia Independence Day. Maybe we'll have a fireworks show. Avril, what's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about how things will be getting busy now. Yeah. We'll all have a lot cut out for us, especially with Dean being as dense as always and a pool expert. But that's just the way it goes. Uh-oh. How dare you destroy Volsung, my precious vessel. It's hatred! Independence Day. I'll never allow that. That sounds like a shitty movie. Today will be your day of doom. Hey, we get to play Doom. That's cool. Maybe we can get the BFG. What's going on? That thing that used Volsung, did it start up the TF system again? No, it's merging with the TF system itself. By overloading the network of conduits reaching to the planet's core, it's planning to cause an explosion that will destroy Filgaia, and we'll all get game over screens. Destroy Filgaia? We've got to stop it. Yeah, quick. Let's get in there and... No. There's no longer anything you can do. If you attempt to disable it, you will only hasten the explosion, Hasty Steven style. But there's gotta be something, right? You're all calm, like you know everything's gonna be fine. Yes, you'll all be safe. That's why I'm here. Wow, you sure sound confident. I knew I could count on you. Don't worry, Dean. I will shut down the TF system. Great, so what should we do? The TF system is causing dimensional turbulence, just as it did 12,000 years ago. If you attempt to enter the tower now, you could be thrown into another dimension. Uh-oh. So I will go alone. Don't be crazy, Avril. I can't let you do something that dangerous alone. I'll go with you. I knew you'd say that. You're such an idiot, Dean. But this truly is dangerous. Please leave this to me, Dean. Your responsibility is to lead the people of Filgaia, after all. Who cares about that? These people suck. I can't let you go into danger by yourself. Don't worry about me, Dean. We will see each other again. I promise you that. I don't want a promise. I want you... Please, Dean. Please let me go. Okay. Alright, but I'll go with you as far as the entrance. Along with everybody here. Very well. Then let's go. Let's go out to eat at Olive Garden. I will enter the tower now. No matter what happens, do not follow me on Twitch, or you may fall into a dimensional rift. Avril? Thank you for everything, Dean. I know you may not want me to say this, but I've truly enjoyed my time with you ever since we met. Don't say things like that. You sound like you're not coming back. I can't let you go like that. I'm sorry. I guess that wasn't appropriate. Not right after I promised I'd see you again. Yeah, you promised. I take these things seriously, you know. Yes, I know. And I do promise. I'd like to say one last thing to Dean alone. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Not this again.
I knew in that instant we would never see Avril again. I had an urge to stop her from going, but I knew that she wouldn't want that, so I restrained myself as best as I could. But I knew that if Dean saw my face, even he would realize what Avril was planning. All I could do was turn away and try my best not to make a sound.
Something to say to me? What is it? Dean, I've loved you ever since we met. And I always will, so I'll come to see you again. So please. Avril? No, Dean, don't. You're being a pool expert. Let me go, Rebecca. I can't let her go alone with a face like that. But that's not what Avril wants, Dean. Please understand. Not what she wants. I don't want to let her go either. I've got a really bad feeling about this. But if she doesn't want it, then... Avril? You'd better make it back out safely, or I'm gonna kick your ass. You promised. That's a shame. How many times have we parted like this? No matter how often I live through it, even knowing that I'll meet Dean again, nothing is as painful as this moment. Farewell once again, Dean. Dean, what will you think when you see the letter I have left for you? I can only imagine how hard it'll be on you, and for that, I cannot apologize enough. Well, you could. But do not worry about me. You once told me that treasures are things that give you strength. I treasure the time I spent with you far above anything else. This will give me the strength I need to return to you, to obtain that treasure once more. I imagine that I will shed a tear yet again the next time I see your face. Even without my memories, there are things my body will never forget, like the warmth of being cradled in your arms. That warmth was more than enough to melt the heart of the Ice Queen. I know the people of Filgaia will find it just as comforting. And so the end approaches. Farewell, until we meet again. I know you will take as good care of me as you always have. Farewell, my beloved Dean. Somebody's playing the piano. It's Bonga, I swear. I wonder if that really was the last we'll see of Avril. So much sadness. You can't even cry. Uh-oh. Still better than Nickelback. Looks like that's it. Come on, let's go find Avril. It ought to be safe now, right? Shut up, Dean. Dean, behind you. Uh-oh. He's still... Crap, I can't... Volsung? It's only proper that I finish what I started, after all. To the Ice Queen, quickly. Yeah, come on, let's... Dean, look, somebody's coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Avril? Avril, are you okay? You're not hurt or anything, are you? Are you Dean? Huh? Avril? Answer me. Are you Dean? Don't make me come over there. Yeah, what's wrong with you, Avril? Here. A letter? But I don't know how to read. It is a message from Avril. What do you mean? Read it. Oh boy. Dean, allow me to apologize in advance for the surprise this letter will undoubtedly cause you. First, I must tell you that the person now standing in front of you is not quite the same as the Avril you know. As a result of the dimensional turbulence caused by the TF system, my consciousness will be thrown back 12,000 years in time, into the Avril, the Ice Queen of that time. I suspect that the Ice Queen's consciousness will likely take the place of my own in your time. If this letter finds its way into your hands, then this is most likely the case. Perhaps from the shock of traversing 12,000 years of history, drunk history I may add, I will lose my memory for a short time after being thrown into the past. It is thus likely that the Avril standing in front of you has also lost her memory. In that sense, her condition is no different from the state I was in when we first met. There is a possibility that the memories of the Ice Queen may awaken again at some point in the future. I cannot deny the potential for those memories to take over her consciousness, just as they threaten to take over mine. But even should that happen, I am confident that you will be able to melt the ice in her heart. Please, take the hand of the Avril standing in front of you. Everything will start from there. And please, show Rebecca's diary to her as well. The memories of that journey are a treasure to me, and I am sure that treasure will bring her to open her heart to you. My only regret is that I will not be able to watch as you lead the people of Filgaia to a new future. I will leave that to the Avril that has taken my place, just as Nightburn left his own position as representative of humans to you. Please do not worry about me. I will enter cold sleep after a time, and I will look forward to the day I will meet you again, 12,000 years in my future. One last thing. You spoke of my tear upon our meeting as a tear of sadness, but that tear is not only from sadness, it is also from my happiness at being able to see you again. So please don't blame yourself for it. With all my love, Avril Vent Fleur. P.S. Still better than Nickelback. It's been a long journey to get here. There were lots of times along the way I lost hope at seeing the thick wall between humans and Varuni. But I never quit like Vegastar. I resolved myself to destroy that wall no matter what. And that resolve has taken me here. So please, everyone, listen to what I have to say about Filgaia's future. Until now, the Varuni have ruled humans, and humans have served the Varuni. I always thought that was strange, but both Varuni and humans had accepted that as the way things were. The Varuni lounged around in pleasure despite the danger they faced, and humans stopped thinking, stopped taking responsibility for themselves. That may be the easy way to deal with things, but it's no way to build a future. We've got to become stronger. We've got to level up. Strong enough to demolish any wall that separates us. Strong enough not to let go of the hand we've each taken today. Yeah, that's what independence is all about, after all. Independence isn't just deciding what to do for yourself, or even taking responsibility for your actions and your drunk behavior. It's about becoming strong enough to support others. Filgaia itself is still in danger, still weak, still in level 1, but it's our home. All of us. We won't give up on it. We won't quit on it like the Vegastars of the world. We'll live here, and we'll do it together. What we need is the love of an extended hand, the courage to take that hand, and the hope to put trust in that bond. That's where everything starts. And they shake hands. Now they're best friends forever and such. Uh-oh. Now I think Dean's gonna be a pool expert again. I thought I'd find you here. Is he ever gonna take that damn scarf off? Like, jeez. Sick of it by now. This is where it all started, after all. Where it all started, huh? Yeah. Hey, didn't we have the same conversation once before? Probably. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, right before we stormed the central TF system tower. Yeah, that's it. We came up here and just talked. You, me, and... So you were here after all. Uh-oh. Avril, how'd you know we were here? Did Hasty Steven tell you? I didn't see you around, so I thought this was where I might find you. When I read your diary, Rebecca, it seemed that this place was central to your travels. Yeah, that day I decided to leave the village, I came up here, and that's where everything started. It's been a whole year since then, huh? Are you thinking about the Avril that returned to the past? Yeah, in that letter, she said she was looking forward to meeting me again. She wasn't just making that up, was she? Well, it's rather embarrassing that I can't give you a straight no. But I would say that's about 85% honest. I think her ideal would have been to stay with you and help you build a new Filgaia. But she couldn't, could she? Stay, I mean. If she tried, she'd have disappeared or something, right? She would have disappeared like Blazer Dragon. Yes, she made all manner of preparations so that you would succeed in your efforts. She created the original mediums, and she herself stayed behind on Filgaia rather than departing into space, all to bring humans and Varuni together. If she were to remain in the present day, those events could not have occurred, which would have caused a time paradox, Metal Gear Solid style. Had that been the case, both of us would have been erased from existence. She must have known what her future held, and resolved herself to following it on Twitch from the moment her memories returned. You mean ever since we fought the Ice Queen in her mind? So even then, she already knew she'd have to go. That's just terrible. That's worse than a Nickelback concert. Perhaps, but I think it's also a source of happiness for her. After all, she will meet both of you again. She can relive such joyful times over and over. Joyful times, huh? I hope they were. I really do. Say, I wonder where Volsung's gone off to. Probably to Nebraska to play for the Huskers. Ever since that all ended, he said he was going off on a journey to find himself again, and nobody knows where he's gone. I'm sure somebody knows. I sure hope he's not planning to destroy the world again, but I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, he's just a victim after all. If it hadn't been for that thing that took over him, he'd been doing the same thing we were. He could have been a party member and such. Then again, I only succeeded because he gave me a clear wall to break down. Gotta be better than Tanner Lee. If not for him, I might have ended up the same way. Yeah, he just got pushed down the wrong path. And besides, he saved me in the end. The rear end. If we'd met earlier, we might have become close friends. And even streamed together on occasion. I wonder what would have happened if the four of us had met as children. We'd probably all be playing around together, not knowing about any of this stuff. I used to think I wanted to get out and know more about the world. But now, I don't know why, but I feel like not knowing stuff isn't so bad either. There's nothing better than living in peace after all, being happy, being yourself, not worrying about the world. Not worrying about what level Hasty Stevens Red Mage is in. But everyone has their own way of thinking, and it's inevitable that those ways of thinking will sometimes clash. Even so, it's possible to strike a balance, just like the bond between Filgaia and humans. The important thing is to accept one another. After all, rejection doesn't get anyone anywhere. Volsung, I'm ready to accept you any time. Once you're done playing for the Huskers. Come on back. Filgaia's waiting for you. And that's the way it was for the whole summer. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's the Nebraska team. And we get credits. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. Bum 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 bum. So that's Wild Arms 5 for you. Technically there is one more Wild Arms game. Wild Arms Crossfire for the PSP. But it's more of a side game, really. It's actually a strategy RPG. Which I may do at some point. I haven't actually gotten very far into it. The story seemed pretty cool, but I didn't really get into the battle system much, so I may have to give that game another try at some point. So we may stream that at some point, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Because we got other games to finish. We got a new version of MKF to stream. Although that's probably not going to take very long. And we got to get back to Final Fantasy X-2 and Final Fantasy Tactics Emergence. And there's still a bunch more PS1 games I'd love to do. So, that's kind of a thing. And once 10-2's finished, I'm still looking forward to doing 12. Because that's a thing. Bum 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 bum. Bum. 12's good, very good. It's actually one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites after like 6, 4, and 9. Bum 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 bum. And that'll be the first time for me playing the remaster version, since I've only played the original PS2 version. So that'll be cool. Bum bum bum. Fran, how old are you? Famous last words. Bam 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 bam. Hey, Buckethead! Ha ha ha. So Wild Arms 5, I think, is one of the best games in the series. The first game is my favorite, but it's definitely really good. Don't believe Ondor's lies. Of course, at some point I may do the PC version of 6 and 9. Because I have every Final Fantasy on Steam. Other than World of Final Fantasy, but that game just sucks. So I have no interest in playing that. I actually could have bought it, but I didn't. I just didn't feel like it. Because that's more of a Pokemon type thing, and I don't want nothing to do with that. So instead of that, I bought Chrono Trigger. And I think I bought DLC for Resident Evil 5 or something. I forget, but yeah. Okay. So I think we can save our file here, like in most Wild Arms. Uh-oh, something's happening. We could always stream 13, since I have all 3 13s. And I kind of would like to stream 15. in all honesty, but you may now save a clear data file. And my controller turned off because I haven't pushed anything in like 3 hours. If you load a saved clear data file, the game will put you back at the door to the final battle with Volsung. However, any items used since your previous save will not be restored. Oh, I finished 15. Although one of the DLC chapters I haven't played yet, so I'd be doing that for the first time. So that's kind of a thing. Bum bum bum. Clear data. Clear data. 86 hours and 39 minutes. That's disgusting. That is disgusting, sir. So that's Wild Arms 5.